using Heterorhabditis, Steinernema, for vine weevil control.
Vine weevil adults feed on crop foliage through summer. However, the real damage is caused by its larvae feeding on roots from autumn to spring. Plants collapse and die or are severely stunted. Strawberries, raspberries, and to a lesser extent blueberries, blackcurrants and gooseberries are affected. Non-soil crops are the most vulnerable to damage.
Several types of waterborne microscopic nematodes are successfully used against the larvae. These are usually Heterorhabditis bacteriophora, Heterorhabditis megidis, and Steinernema krausi. They have identical predator action and application but different temperature requirements ranging from between 5 to 30 degrees centigrade for the best control.
The nematodes swim in the soil water towards the vine weevil larvae and then enter the soft-bodied larvae. The nematodes carry bacteria that are lethal to the larvae. The larvae quickly die and rot away within a week of infection. The nematodes are delivered as infective juveniles in a paste contained in a plastic tray. They are grown in large industrial-scale vats. They can be stored for weeks in a refrigerator at between 2 and 5 degrees centigrade, but do not freeze. Note the expiry date for the pack. Ensure good air circulation around each pack to keep it cool. Air is needed as they are still respiring very slowly. The pack contents can be used straight from the fridge. They are slowly mixed into a stock solution or main irrigation tank to produce a suspension of nematodes at the dilution described on the instruction sheet. The liquid must be continually agitated to ensure the nematodes are in suspension. Avoid using nematodes in bright sunlight. A dull day is best. The soil temperature should be around 10 degrees centigrade or above, though Steinernema will work in cooler conditions. The product instructions will specify the optimum soil and compost temperature range. This needs to be maintained for at least 2 weeks for best control. There are many things to get right when applying to compost and soil crops. All of the nematodes are microscopic and cannot swim great distances. The volume of drench application and close placing to the crop root zone is a very important part of a successful treatment. If left for over an hour in the trickle tapes, the nematodes can suffocate and die. Decide upon the area to be treated and the numbers of nematodes required. Assess the pump time needed for the water to spread across the entire field. The nematodes need to be completely flushed out of the lines to live. Use a pack completely. Do not keep partly used packs for later. Make sure the soil or compost is well wetted up before you drench. Its temperature must be correct. The nematodes swim towards the vine weevil larvae, so plenty of water is needed around the plants to minimize their travel time. They can be delivered to the crop through spaghetti irrigation system for a pot or trough. For soil-grown crops, to get the best placement close to the crop, delivery is best achieved by hand lance into the plant hole. Nematode migration in soils is harder to achieve than in soil-less substrates. Standard soil system trickle tape has widely placed emitters and normally places the nematodes too far away from the plant roots to work well. Delivery of drenches using an irrigation system or tractor-mounted spray tank for hand lances are likely to contain inline filters. These must be removed to let the nematodes flow through. Any aperture must be no smaller than 1 mm across. A well-applied nematode introduction can be close to 100% effective. Imperfections do occur, however, and you should check for death of grubs every week for the next month to ensure the process has worked. Gently dig out any dying plants to see if rotting larvae are present. In warm, extended autumns, a second application may be needed a month later. Spring applications for survivors are commonly effective as one application. We hope you enjoyed watching this video and found it interesting. There is much more detailed product information on the producer websites and from your agronomist. Keep observant, be thoughtful and take notes through the season, then it will be even better next year.